Charlize is so passionate and so strong and so she's got all the craft she needs, but she doesn't think about craft. She's just thinking about truth. You know, she just comes at it with, but it's passionate. You know, and she also admitted in one of the Q&As that with Megyn Kelly, although she disagreed with a lot of things she says, she started realizing I have a lot in common with her. I'm ambitious. I'm strong. I'm accused sometimes of having sharp elbows and being too combative. But she said, what I love about playing these characters, that I want to highlight the fact that if that was a man, no one would say, this is a problem person. They would say, oh, look at that dude, he's impressive. That's what drew her to the character, because she saw that she had in common that kind of prejudice. She faced that kind of prejudice much the same way she imagined that Megyn Kelly would. She just had an intuition about how to play her. She also had such a devotion to getting the audience to connect with who she really was, that the look match was important to her, the accent match was important to her. She was willing to give up many, many, many hours of sleep to get there hours before we were scheduled to shoot every day and put on all that, the prosthetics. I mean, she was willing to put herself through a pretty amazing ordeal to transform. I was worried about that. I said to her, look, Charlize, you don't really need to do anything. You can evoke her just with pure performance, because there's enough of a physical match. People aren't really going to be thinking about the differences. And she said, I need to see myself in the mirror and not recognize myself, so that when I have this voice coming out of this face, it's not my face. It's Megyn Kelly's face. When I started talking to Nicole about this, she recognized a flaw in the script, which was based on the fact that we really couldn't learn much about Gretchen Carlson's story because she wasn't allowed to talk about it. And her thing, she's like, I don't need more screen time, but I think you're going to be worrying after you see your movie that you don't have enough to help us connect with Gretchen Carlson. And she just had very specific suggestions about connecting to Gretchen as a mother, for example. There should be some scenes where we see that she's a mom and that she has a family to support and that she cares about that. And so we wrote some scenes. And she also suggested that we should probably connect with how hard it was to be alone and wondering what Megyn Kelly. So we shot a scene late in the process that she was so right about. She just had great story instincts, right? She just knew what the story needed to help that character land in the movie.